Hi everybody, this is Trami with Chopsticks Alley, also author of Vietnamese. I'm sharing with you today a recipe that is common during the Lunar New Year. We call it Thit Kho or braised pork with egg inside.
So let's get started. First, you want to chop up half an onion and a few cloves of garlic, and then rinse your pork really quick and pat it dry. So this is a pork shoulder cut for me. I use this because it has a little bit of fat, but not too much like pork belly. Traditionally, we use pork belly with the skin and everything. Here you can see it's a little bit on the healthier side. So you cut it into about 2 inches chunks. In a medium-high heat pan, add a little bit of oil and also about 2 tablespoons of sugar. This is how we're going to make our caramel. And over medium heat, you really have to watch it because it turns brown really fast. And as soon as it turns brown, you're going to add your chopped onions and garlic and stir it up really quick so that the sugar does not burn. After this, we're going to add our chunks of pork inside. And I like to let it sear a little bit. And once the sides are seared a little, you're going to add some salt to the meat and also some ground peppers. So let's stir up our meat so that way it doesn't burn. And the next thing we're going to do is add some coconut juice. You can add all the liquids in the form of coconut juice, or here what I'm doing is just 1 can of coconut juice, and then I'm going to add the remaining into the pot would be water. But before we do that, we're going to skim the broth here so that way it would stay clear and not cloudy. And here, as you can see, I'm adding 4 cups of water to basically reach the top of the pot. And as it boils, you're going to keep skimming. I'm adding some fish sauce right here to give it flavor. Fish sauce is very interesting. If you cook it long enough, it gives a beautiful flavor. If you don't cook it long enough, it does have that strange smell. And now we're going to add our eggs after the meat has been braised for about 45 minutes. So what I do is rinse the eggs, make sure that my meat is perfectly tender. To test the doneness of the meat, I just take a chopstick and pierce it, and if it's nice and soft, then the meat is properly cooked. Then I add the egg with the shell on and cook it for about 15 minutes, then remove the egg from the broth. I guess it looks like I have all my eggs in one basket. After I peel the shells off the eggs, I'm going to re-add it back into the broth. So here's the finished product. Wow, just beautiful. I like my eggs cooked perfectly.
Well, I hope that you found the recipe pretty easy. The way I cook is by taste. So at least if you know how to braise pork and egg, you can pretty much braise anything that's typical Vietnamese for us. So let's give this a taste. I love the egg and the pork all together. It has a nice sweetness, a little bit fatty. I can taste the fish sauce in there, but it's not too pungent. It's perfect over rice, or if you don't make it too salty, you can actually eat it by itself with no carbs. I hope you get to enjoy the recipes yourself. And I wish you a happy new year. Chúc mừng năm mới. Bye!